The Conflict Medic.
Let's talk about conflict at work. I know what you're thinking. Ew, I'd rather not, right? Conflict is a bit like he who shall not be named in Harry Potter. Everyone knows it's there, but no one wants to acknowledge its existence. Now imagine how different it would be if instead of running away from conflict, we'd be able to engage with it constructively. My name is Julia Jolie Socha, and in the next few minutes, I'll run you through the 5 V's of leadership in conflict settings. 5 fundamental leadership precepts that can help you successfully navigate and lead through conflict. Vision. The power of a shared vision can take teams through the toughest crisis situations, including conflict. When teams feel like their daily efforts are part of a bigger puzzle, it gives them a sense of cohesion and collaboration is fostered. On the other hand, when people have clashing definitions of success and expectations are unclear, you can be sure tensions will arise. Here's a question for you. Are you able to transmit a clear and inspiring vision to your team and channel people's energies towards it? Values. As a leader, you have the power and responsibility to model a specific type of conflict behavior. If you are able to clearly articulate a set of consistent core values, you inspire people to engage from a space of trust. Without trust, relationships break down and conflict thrives. By being attuned to your team members' clashing values, you can create an environment that leverages core shared values such as authenticity, accountability, respect, fairness, integrity, transparency, and compassion. What kind of values are you modeling? Vigilance. A lot of the talk on leadership and vigilance is outwards oriented, looking at external threats like changes on the market or your competition's next move. But while you're busy looking outwards, your house may be on fire. The Latin word vigilance means being aware and watchful, and this applies to your teams and how well they work or they don't work together. Don't wait until people are shouting on the corridor to change policies or processes that create bottlenecks, or to clarify roles and expectations. Rather, look for potential weak spots and opportunities to engage proactively. Stay attuned to body language in meetings. Listen to what is not being said, probe deeply, and engage at the first signs of tension. In other words, notice quickly, act swiftly. Versatility. To be versatile is a bit like being a snake. In the same way a snake constantly sheds its skin and renews itself, a leader should be ready to embark on a process of transformation, adaptation, and renewal. Versatility, in this sense, is the core of effective leadership and provides for better readiness to intervene in conflict situations, especially when they require a leader to change the course of action or to balance diverging needs. Having a broad repertoire of behaviors and being able to adapt your leadership style to the demands of particular situations or individuals is not a choice, but a must. In addition to behavioral versatility, a certain degree of psychological flexibility is required. In practice, this means a leader never stops learning, and most importantly, that he or she does not lead on autopilot. Stay versatile. Vulnerability. Vulnerability is key to conflict prevention. Creating the environment for constructive conflict, as opposed to fake harmony where everyone is a ticking time bomb, is only possible if people feel safe to disagree, to make mistakes, and to talk about them, to have difficult conversations from a space of respect, curiosity, and non-judgment. In this sense, vulnerability functions as a release valve. In fact, rather than being a sign of weakness, vulnerability is a tremendous display of courage. And it is a function of leadership to have the courage to name the conflict and work on it. Do people in your team feel safe to say, I don't know, I made a mistake, or I think we need some help with this? Do you? These are the 5 V's of leadership in conflict settings. Ideally, these 5 precepts would be part of an organization's DNA, guiding daily interactions, trickling down from top leadership to individual team members. But even when this is not the case, as a leader of a small team, you have a tremendous opportunity to effect positive change by applying these 5 V's in your own team. So do a quick assessment. which of the 5 V's might you need to do some further work on to make sure you're conflict ready. And if you need support, you can always reach out. Remember what we said about vulnerability and think beyond conflict.
The Conflict Medic.